Hi guys, it's Risa. How you doing? Today I want to teach you how to make my granola. It's super easy and delicious. Also, it's made with swerve, which is a natural sugar, and I used syrup instead of honey. I found a really nice thick syrup. It's by Joseph's. I've also used Walden Farms, which is great. And you can find it at the low carb store. And if you don't have a low carb store, lots of health food stores have syrups, and just at your grocery store, you can check it out. Okay. What I love about it is it's 0 smart points for both. The granola that I'm making, you can do different things with. You can use it as a topping for apple pie. You can use it on your yogurt, your frozen yogurt. You can just have it as a little snack, and you can add whatever you like to it, okay? So I've measured out 1 cup of oatmeal. You can use whatever brand that you have, large flakes, small flakes. This is 8 smart points. I've measured out a 1/3 cup of my Joseph syrup. I'm just going to add that. It's nice and thick, and it holds and binds the granola really well. Preheat your oven to 325 and use some parchment paper on a baking dish. Now, if you want to double the recipe, you can double the recipe. I'm just using 1 cup for now because it's interesting. After I add everything, you're going to see that it comes out to over 2 cups of delicious granola, which you can keep up to a few weeks in a sealed container. And I keep it in my freezer, in a baggie, or in a container, or in the fridge. It just stays better because we don't have all the preservatives in it, like store-bought granola. And you're going to enjoy this because it's also only 4 smart points for 1/2 cup. Yes, it came out to about 3.5, but you have to round it off. But you don't even eat usually 1/2 cup when you're eating it. Well, some people do. You might want a whole cup. All right, so we put in a 1/3 cup of the syrup. I'm going to make sure I get all of it. It's very sticky. I used a 1/3 cup of my swerve. Again, if you don't have swerve, I use the powdered one. I like it better. It binds it really well, and it's a nice natural flavor. You can use truvia, you can use regular brown sugar. It's up to you, okay? But the swerve is made from fruits and vegetables. It's all natural, gluten-free, and super delicious, no aftertaste, which I know a lot of people don't like, which why would you? I'm going to use a tablespoon of sunflower seeds, a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Those are 1 smart point per tablespoon. I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon, I measured out, of vanilla. And I also have some almonds and some toasted coconut. I like to toast it because it's so delicious when you toast it. You don't have to, but it just gives it a really nice, rich flavor. I'm going to use about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, just a pinch, and I'm going to mix it all up. And here it is. So look how fast. The other thing is I use cinnamon in it. It gives it a nice flavor. If you don't like cinnamon, you can use cocoa. I haven't tried PB2 powder, but why not? You can try whatever you like. Make sure you mix it really well. I measured out about 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. You don't have to use that much. You can decide how much you like. Again, what you need to do is you need to taste and see how it is, okay? Tasting is the best way to determine if you need a little bit more sugar. And the other thing you need to remember is to put in some oil. I'm using a little bit of olive oil. You can use canola oil. And I'm using a teaspoon. And that's only 1 smart point. Check the back and make sure and see how many smart points. If you want to use coconut oil, you can use coconut oil. Okay? So very easy, and you mix it up. And I'm just mixing it really, really well. And it's a little sticky, just like if you'd use honey. Again, if you want to use honey, you can use honey in it. And I'm putting it on my parchment. And I'm going to bake it for about a half an hour. It depends on your oven. Check it at 325. I know for me, it took about a half an hour to 35 minutes. So good. Anyways, just before I put it in, I like to just sprinkle the almonds on top and then the coconut on top. And I just mix it. So I'm going to show you. So good. And here's your granola in 5 minutes. Have all your ingredients out in front of you, because if you're anything like me, you're going to forget to put something in. Put it in your oven. Now, a lot of recipes call for craisins. You put that in afterwards, but it's very high in points and sugar. So what I do is I like using my no sugar chocolate chips, about a tablespoon. You can put it in before or you can add it afterwards. It's whatever you like for 1 smart point. Again, if you want to use more seeds, you want to add flax seed to bulk it up, you can do that. So I've baked mine and here it is. Doesn't that look so good? And what I did afterwards is I just pressed it together to form some little like granola balls. And I'm going to taste it. Really good. Really, really good. So altogether, I came up with 14 smart points. 8 for the oatmeal, 1 for the almonds, 1 for the sunflower seeds, 1 for the pumpkin seeds, 2 for the coconut. You don't have to put in coconut if you don't like coconut. And for the chocolate chips, 1. So I came up with 14 smart points for about a half a cup. It came out to 3.5, but you know, you're not really allowed to count half points. So for about 4 smart points. Okay, I hope you like this video. And Lisa McIntyre, this one is for you and for all my friends. Remember to check out my Facebook page at Risa's Recipes and Weight Watchers Tips. And tell your friends, your family, your coworkers. Love you guys. Take care.